So I'm a good guy, and I deserve great things. And about 18 years ago, I was in a good relationship. Wasn't a great relationship, but it was a good relationship. Now the sex was great, because I was there. And the rest of it wasn't so good because we were both very strong-minded people. And by strong-minded, I mean we both were vindictive, petty assholes who would never apologize. And also around that time, I had a good job. Wasn't a great job, but it was a good job. I worked for NPR, and everybody loves NPR. And I worked for a great group of coworkers, but I did not make a lot of money. So I had to work a part-time job at B. Dalton's in Union Station, you know, to just supplement, to get ready to do your natural things like eating out 3 times a week and bar hopping on the weekend. I had to get a part-time job. And while I'm in there, I come across these 2 books. This is one of them. It was the Good Spell book and the Bad Spell book. And I was like, okay. I'm a good guy, so I buy the Good Spell book. And I'm gonna use this book to change my life. First thing, let's get a new job. Let's send out a resume. I get a call back. Let me do the spell that says how to win the job. And this was very simple. You just light a green candle, let the smoke come up, take a dollar bill, wave it over the candle. What? I'm not making this up. And then you fold it, put it in your wallet, and during the interview, you should get the job. And boom, I got the job. And, thank you, and it's the highest paying job I ever made up to that point in my life. I was like, this is great. Now the problem was, I did not know how to do this job. I was so underqualified, I was struggling, and I had to confess. So I go to my boss, Stephanie, and I was like, Stephanie, I have to resign. And she's like, well, Darryl, what are you talking about? You're a smart cookie. I said, no, I can't do this job. And she said, well, I understand. It's the salary, isn't it? We'll increase it $5,000. But, you know, I'm a good guy. And I said, no, it's not the salary. I really can't do this job. And she said, well, you're so bright and articulate. I know what it is. We never gave you a signing bonus. Right now, right here, $4,000 to stay for the first 90 days. So on day 91, I quit the job. I wasn't qualified, but I needed the money. But I knew that the spell worked. So I said, okay, well, I'm gonna go back to this spell book and I'm gonna fix my relationship. Because every once a month or everything, we get in these huge arguments and no one would apologize and we're not speaking on the phone. Well, there's a spell to get a lover to call. And it says it works best when the moon is waxing, which I had no idea what that meant, but it said if you can't wait, which I couldn't, do it now. And this is real easy, you know. You just had to take a picture of him, picture of me, put it together so the only thing that he can see is my face. Yeah. Put it in your underwear drawer. Why, I don't know. Why, I do know. And wait. And that evening, boom, phone rings, it's him. And what am I doing? On the phone, waiting for this apology. So he said, hey, Darryl. Hey. Yeah, I don't even know why I called you. But you know what? This was a mistake. And I shouldn't have called you. And I'm sorry. Click up, hang up, done. I'm broken. Because, yes, the spell worked. He did call. It did say he'd call. But I didn't get the results I wanted. And you know what they say, when they go low, hanging up on the phone on you, you go high. This was not one of those moments. No. I ran back to the spell book. I said, oh, no. No. Not on my watch. So the first thing I do the have a lover return spell. I'm not going to tell you about that. But it required rose petals and candles. And then I had to go out and buy tarot cards. And over the next 2 weeks, I'm like a little black Harry Potter. I'm just doing all these spells. Oh. I even did the encourage a lover to return spell, because I did want him back. And I'm sitting there, legs crossed, candles all around me with an onion and a needle, and enchanting like I'm on American Horror Story Coven. It's not the onion I wish to stick, but your mind and heart I wish to prick. You'll think of me night and day, until with words you'll arrive and say, I love you. Well, he did, and he came back. And for the next 15 years, it was terrible. We'd get together, we'd get into another argument, we'd break up. I'd go find someone new, he'd go find someone new. He bought a house, I bought a house. We broke that up, we tried again over and over, probably at least 10 or 11 times. And it became exhausting and hurtful, and we caused each other so much pain. But I was a mature person. This is later. So I know what to do. I go back to the spell book. But there's nothing in here to unbound. There's nothing in here to do this. But I look up the author. And now it's the internet and everything. And I emailed her. I did a lot of spells with a lot of love. I got him back. It never works. I'm depressed. He's depressed. He's been in counseling. I've been in counseling. We've been in counseling. Nothing works. Please help me. Then I also think, P.S., I do remember the black spell book, the bad spell book, the red one and the black one. If by chance you still can sell me that, if that's what I need, I'll do it. I'm walking on the dark side. So a couple days, she emails me back. So happy. Open up the email, first thing says, first of all, nothing ever starts good with first of all. First of all, these spells are very powerful, and you just can't be casting spells on people. What is for? And did you read the warning in the prelogue? No, because no one reads that. I went straight to the spells. Yeah, because if you do the love spells with a vindictive heart, it will only cause you pain. Well, thanks for telling me now. I continue reading. Then, and I never would ever write a bad spell book. If the publishers created that, that wasn't me. Magic is for good, and there's nothing I can do to help you. Your friend, Emma. So I'm real depressed. I'm like, well, this is just gonna be the rest of my life. It is what it is. But she emails me back, and she says, I can sense that you're still in pain. Now, it didn't take a psychic to sense I'm still in pain because you never fixed the problem. And she says, so I have something for you to do. So on Friday, which is owned by the goddess of love, for 7 days, repeat this. Now, this spell was a little different because I didn't need a lock of his hair or I didn't need a picture of him. It wasn't about him. This was the spell. My body and spirit are healing now. Any past pains or upsets are being released now. It is now time to release the past and embrace the present. I am now healed and grateful for my giving. Healing. So I did it for 7 days, and we never got back together. We see each other around. I care for him, and I'm good. And some days I have great moments. Thank you.
Put a spell on you. Because of my